Hi guys, it's Dana. I hope you're all doing well. Tonight, it's tonight for me. It's actually morning. My sleep schedule is horribly screwed up right now. So it's about 2:30 in the morning and I'm awake. And so I have been really wanting to get started on this project. I have been slowly going through the things that my sister had given to me. Excuse the shadow that's coming across because I've got all my lights on. There's no natural light because it's 2:30 in the morning. So one of the things my sister gave me was this paper pad. It's called Lavender Bliss. It's probably old. Oh, well, not too old. It's from 2020. It's called Lavender Bliss. It's by Maddie's Crafting Joy. I've never ever heard of that company before. Looks like they're made in Israel. And here is their website. Here. MaddiesCraftingJoy.com. This is gorgeous, and it's thick cardstock, and they're double-sided papers. Let me give you a little bit of a flip through here. There is 3 pages of each design, and it was something that was in my sister's stash, and she said, I want to give this to you. It's gorgeous. Both of her favorite colors are purple. They even give you a design on the back of the cover. Isn't that cool? And they give you a couple sheets of that. So anyway, she said, I'm gonna give this to you. I love it. I know I'll never use it. I just ask that you make me a journal out of it, is what she said. And what she wants the journal for is she crochets, and she always takes pictures of her projects. And she said, I want a journal that I can put my pictures of my projects in. And the stories behind them, because she actually has some very interesting stories about some of her projects that she's done. So that's what we're gonna do with this. And it has been a really, really long time since I have done a hardback book covered journal. So I have, because this is purple, I have this Reader's Digest from 2000, and it is purple. And so I want to gut this book, and I want to use the cover of it for her journal. So that's what we're going to do. The only other thing I've done to prep for this journal, I haven't pulled ephemera, but I know I do have some ephemera that would work in here. There was 3 pages of each design, so there was 3 pages of fussy cuts of just tags and labels and journaling cards and stuff. So I have those all cut out. So I'll put those in the project bin once I pull a project bin. Let me do that right now. That way we don't get unorganized. So I'll just pull a little project bin here, and I'll throw those in here and set this off to the side. Let's set this off. I'm hoping to be able to gut the book. I do not know what I want to do with the cover or the closure yet. She saw my, she did see my, my faith journal that I did, and she loved that elastic band closure, so I may do that. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna grab my X-Acto knife here, if I can find it. There it is. Okay, so if none of you have ever done this, ever gutted a book before, I'm sure most of you have probably seen it. I've got my craft knife here. What I'm gonna do is, okay, these pages are kind of glued together. I'm gonna open the book up pretty far so I can get this gap here. Let's see if I can zoom in so you guys can really see what I'm doing here. Hopefully I don't get out of frame. Okay, so I wanna see this gap here. right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully, the goal is to not cut the cover, the spine. And see how that's coming apart? I'm just going to carefully cut this off. So I'm kind of pulling on the book at the same time as I'm cutting. My craft knife needs a new blade. Make sure I'm not getting the spine here. And like I said, it does not help that my craft knife is dull. My other craft knife, I have two. I wonder if it's sharper. Let's see. I need to get some new blades. Where is my other craft knife? Okay, I don't see it. Okay, I'm gonna have to make do here. Like I said, you just have to be really careful not to cut the spine, because it's easy to do that, and I have done that before. But if you do, there is a way to fix it. Okay, there we go. It's coming apart now. Okay. Once the first side's released, the rest is a lot easier because you're able to see, pull these two pages that are glued together here, these cover pieces. You're able to see the gap when you do the second side, so there's not as much risk of cutting the spine. Okay, and I managed to do that without damaging the spine at all. Okay. So now I've got this to use as a glue book. So I'll set this aside, and then we'll work on this. So what I'm going to do is just tear these out. Save. These pages are great for backing tags and journaling cards with, because it's got the blank sheets here. There's not so much blank on this one, but I can use it as a glue book page. I'll save these, and then we're going to clean this up some. pull all these rough edges off. And I'm going to cover all of this so it does not matter. Okay, as some of that is showing through. I just want the flattest inside I can get. There we go. Okay, because what I want to do here to prep the inside, let me see if I can grab, I thought I had some more purple fabric. Let's take a look here. I thought I had some more purple. I guess I don't. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, so let's pick something that we want to use here. This one actually has some purple in it. Let's see if this will fit. This should fit. But I'm worried about seeing through it because it's white. It should be all right. Let's see here. I'm going to be able to see through that a little bit, but it's not going to be too bad. Okay, so let's use that since we don't have any purple yet, but this has purple in it and I'm still zoomed in. Sorry, let me pull back out. Okay. So what I want to do is not really cut all that even. So I first want to even this up. Let's see here. I'm going to just kind of put it to the side where I kind of want it. I think I want to cut it about right here. Okay, so that works really good. And we're definitely going to have some that we're going to need to trim off here. Let me see if I can get this. Is this edge straighter? Might be. Boy, none of them are really straight. This is. Let me see if I can get a straighter cut here. See if we did better. That's still wonky. It's still not completely straight. I think I might have taken too much off. That's okay. We can cover it with a pocket or something like that. Let's see. It looks better like this. It is a little wonky. I'm gonna do my best to try and smooth it out to where it covers as much as possible when we go to glue it down, because there's gonna be a lot of give here. Oh, I hope that works. Maybe I should just get a new sheet. I think I saw another one in here. thought I did. Shoot. I thought I saw a couple of those. Yep, there we go. Since I screwed that one up. Real mistakes. You guys know I don't edit here. All right, let's try this again. Actually, this piece looks straighter. Okay. There we go. Looks pretty good. Now let's cut this and not make a mistake. There we go. That should be good. All right. That's real pretty. And that looks like I've got it nice and as straight as it's gonna get right now anyway. Okay, let me grab my Mod Podge and some wax paper so I don't get anything on my surface here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna glue this fabric down. Now, you could Fabri-Tac it, but I want it to sit exactly as glued down as we can get it and into this groove of the spine to strengthen it. And because we'll do a hidden spine on this one. All right. Oh, I forgot to put my wax paper on here on the lid. There we go. Whew. I'm lucky that that opened. Okay. So what I'm going to do is work in parts. So I'm going to start over on one edge and I'm going to put glue all over. Lay this into the glue, making sure I'm matching up over here on the other side. Okay, and I need my, maybe my bone folder will work. And I'm just gonna get this down into the glue as smoothly as I can. Okay, now I'm going to open this up and I'm going to get Mod Podge down into the spine here and I want it all the way. I want to make sure that there's glue on every single itty bitty little crevice. Then I'm going to lay this in. And I'm going to use my fingers and I'm going to get the fabric down into the groove of that spine. I don't want it stretched across it to where there's a gap. I want it down into every little groove. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to turn this around because it's real gluey over here. And then we'll lift the fabric up and we'll do this other side. And I'm going right to the edge of the book. I'm not worrying about that the fabric may not reach all the way to the edge, because it'll dry. It's matte Mod Podge, so it'll dry without too much of a sheen to it. Smoothing that out so I don't have bubbles in my fabric. Making sure that it's all the way to the edge. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to set this aside to dry. Okay, I'm going to just set this where it's not going to tear a little piece of that and put my paintbrush aside. Okay, I'm going to set this off to dry. Get rid of this. Okay, now what I need to do actually is bring back my cover while it's drying. I need to measure it to see what size we want our pages to be. So let me grab my ruler here and see how tall we are. My ruler needs to be cleaned really bad, but I'm afraid to clean it because I'm afraid my measurements and stuff will rub off. Okay, so in height we have 7 3/4. I'm gonna write this down on something. I usually, here we go. I usually have a little, one of my subbies made this for me. This cute little notepad. Okay. So let's see what we have here. I'm trying to find my pen. Goodness, I am just all sorts of. Okay, so 7 3/4 inch tall. All right, so then what I want to do is measure from the spine to the outside. It's approximately 5 inches. Maybe 5 1/4. Let me see how that's gonna bend here. Oh, it's about 5 3/8. I'm just gonna bend this. 5 1/8. I'm gonna call it 5 1/8 wide is what we want our pages. Okay, I'm gonna set this to dry. Quit fiddling with it. Okay, so that means we want our pages, I'm gonna do 1/2 inch smaller. I'm thinking my normal ones are 6 by 9. My pages are 8 1/2, so that's a 1/2 inch difference. Okay, so a 1/2 inch difference would be 7 1/4 tall for my page. And then I'm normally, that's 9, 6, 5.5, it's half of an 11-inch piece of paper. So that's also half an inch difference. So half an inch off of 5 1/8 is 4.5, 4 5/8 wide. So let's do the math on the width. So let's double the width, would be 8 10/8. I can't do this in my head, so that's gonna be 9 1/4 inch wide that we can fold in half. Okay, so that's the size that we want our pages. Okay, let me take a drink because my mouth is super dry. Okay. Just stick these in our project bin. Let's choose some paper. So what I'm thinking with the spine of this, I'm thinking 2 or 3 signatures, 2 or 3 smaller signatures instead, obviously, of doing, I'm just making sure this is all the way down in all those creases here. So I'm thinking probably 3 smaller ones. So how many designs do we have in here? I can tell by the backs and if I fan the pages out. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 designs, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not going to count these because there's only 2 of them. So what we'll do is 3 signatures. We'll do 3 pieces of this paper in each signature. So let's choose 1. Let's just pull out 1 of each, and that'll give us 9. Oh no. Gotta be more careful than that, Dana. These are super thick. So we'll get some paper trimmed down and get the starts of our signatures going. So pretty. I've never heard of this paper company before, but boy, this is nice quality cardstock. In fact, I think I might have to score it before folding it in half. I'm afraid it's going to crack because it's so thick. Like, this is not my total favorite, but look at this beautiful flower. We want to make sure that we get that when we cut the paper. See, like these pretty birdies, no matter where we cut this one, it's going to be nice. Okay, and here's the last one. Okay, we can set this aside. All right. So we want to be really careful that we're looking at both sides as we cut these. So we've got, let me get my measurements here. So we've got 7 1/4 tall by 9 1/4 wide. Okay, you look at the back side here. Okay, I don't think this one's gonna matter too much, so we're gonna go 7 1/4 tall. save as much of this as we can. And 9 1/4. So let's cut this end off. I want 9 1/4 right here. These would make really beautiful tags. That birdie just right in the center. Cute. Okay, so that'll be the size of our pages. A lot smaller than what I normally do, but I really wanted to use this cover. Okay, I'm gonna cut according to the side here. I think we should probably use this because when we fold in half, we'll get that whole bird, whereas this one is gonna get like cut right in the middle when we fold it. So let's do 7 1/4 tall. But he would make an awesome journaling card, right? And we're gonna go 9 1/4. Okay, let's take off this side. That way we're guaranteed to get that birdie. 9 1/4 when we fold it in half. I want a little bit more than him of that. So let's move this over to like here. We'll snip a little bit off the side. Here's how we're gonna do it. And then we'll measure 9 1/4 here. That way we get a little more of his branch when we fold it in half. Really cute. Really cute. Okay. Okay, this one. Okay, this is the one we wanted to make sure to get this flower. So we're gonna do 7 1/4 tall this way. All right, let's see. I'm gonna take just a little bit off the side here. I want to get as much of this flower onto the page as possible. So we'll cut that part off. Then we'll measure 9 1/4. And it's probably going to, we're probably going to lose some of it when we fold it in half. But we got most of it. Pretty. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't really matter on this page. So we've got 7 1/4. By 9 1/4. Okay, let's see. This one goes this way. Do I want the design at the top or bottom? Let's do bottom. Which side do we want to lose? I really love how this takes up most of this page, so we'll lose this side. Okay, this one's not going to matter. So I know it's not all that exciting to sit and watch me cut paper, but it's all part of the process. This is beautiful. These roses. Okay, we have a birdie. So let's cut from this side so we can see, oh, we get the whole branch by just hair. I need to cut some of this off so that we can keep most of him when we fold the page in half. And that should be good. Yep, we should get right to his beak when we fold it in half. Okay, and then we have this beautiful little guy here. I'm gonna take off just a hair right up to where these purple flowers kind of start, just to give us a little more space. I'll go 7 1/4. Okay. I know that when we fold this in half, we're gonna get right to his beak. Okay, so if we do from this side, he should fill up the entire page, actually. Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty page, yeah. Aw, really cute. Okay, here's all our scraps. I'm just gonna put this aside. We'll fold these in half. Oopsie. I'll organize these later. Right now I'll just slip them into our project bin. Okay, so let's fold these up. Let me see how we do with as far as cracking. If I just do it without scoring. Well, actually it does really nicely. Didn't crack at all. Okay, so he perfectly fits. So he's going to be great for the outside of one of the signatures. Okay. I'm surprised that's not cracking, because it's really thick. So normally my one signature journals are, I put this on the outside. Normally my one signature journals are about 15 pages. And they do get pretty fat. And so I think I'm just gonna do 5 pages in each signature, because maybe 5 or 6. And I'm gonna try and do flat embellishments as much as I can. See, I'm thinking this one will be great as on the front of one of the signatures. So I'm gonna pull both of these. So we still end up with like about 15 pages. I think I really like this one too. So we still end up with about 15 pages, and you know how chunky my 15-page journals get. Let's see if there's another one we want to use on the outside. I'm thinking like this would be great if it was sitting on the front. So I think we'll use this one. And then we'll do center. Let's decide what we want to do center of each signature, what we have here. Thinking definitely this one, because what we'll do is fold this the other way, And this has got this pretty print on the outside, but then the center of the signature, you have the birdie. So let's do this like that. So that's one. Let's see, anything interesting there? No. I really like this. So let's use this as a center. There. The rest are kind of not dull, but why don't we use this? It's got this pretty feathering. So when you open it up to the middle, there's all this journaling space and these beautiful leaves and kind of feathers. Okay, so we have that. And then these other three are just gonna go right in the middle, and we'll put our other pieces of paper in between them. So we have that. And let's see. Let's put this one here. And we'll put this one here. Okay, so there's the start of our 3 signatures. And they each have 3 pages in them. Okay, so now what I want to do is, because I don't have any, grab some paper here. I have these 2 packages from Amazon, and these are just, they're called Vintage Faux Parchment. Let me show you that. So you can get the SKU if you need it. And then we have, this one is called Aged Paper. Okay, and I'm thinking of using this one. I have not done any coffee dyeing. I just have not taken the time to do it, and I am out of coffee dye paper. So I'm going to use these. And I think I'm going to use this pack mostly. Let's look at the designs. I really like this one because it looked like a lined piece of paper. Okay, so let's pull 3 sheets of that, and these are like, they're the weight of like copy paper. Okay, so there's that design. And there's this design. That's pretty. I'm just going to pull 3 sheets of each, and then we'll decide which ones we want to use. Okay. That one's pretty, and it's pretty plain. And we're going to be cutting some of it off, so we'll see how that looks. This one looks pretty much like the other one, so I'm going to skip it. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's grab those. And then we have, try not to mix the patterns inside my bag here if possible. I'm trying to get to the beginning of this one. There it is. This one's pretty cool too. But I think instead of this one, I'm gonna pull 3 pieces from my other pack. Then we'll decide what we want to use. Get this back in here. Sorry for the crinkle. Let's pull this. can decide what we want to use, because we don't have to put the same in each signature. We can use all different ones if we want to. I do think I want one of these in each signature because I really like that it's like journaling paper and there's lines on it. So we'll want 3 of those. Okay, and let's pick 3 pieces from here. Let's see, I definitely want one of these. I definitely want one of these. And I think because the edges are going to get cut off of this, and that's what's mostly makes this so pretty, is I think that I'll use one of these. Okay, so these can all be kind of filed for something else. Okay, so we need to cut these down to 7 1/4 tall. And because of the ones I picked, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna cut 3 at a time. So 7 1/4 tall. By 9 1/4 wide. Those will fit in. I'll do the same here. 9 1/4. Just being super careful because I've got them stacked. And these will be great for neutral collages on the back of. Take this off here. 7 1/4. Just like that. Okay, let's fold those up. And we'll get those in. Beautiful. These have been a lifesaver since I haven't had really time to coffee dye. Okay, I want to check our time here. Okay, let's put these in our signatures and check on our cover, and then we'll pick up in the next video. Okay, so we have our 3 sheets of cardstock. So what I'm gonna do, and I've got 2 of these for each signature, basically I'm gonna put them on either side of this middle sheet. So we'll do the lined one, and then that one, and then we'll put our middle piece back, and this will go like that, and that's what we've got so far. Okay, so we'll do this. And then this. There. And there. All right. That's what we have so far. Let's check on our cover, and it is dry. So this is what we have. Okay. And then our signatures will go in there. And that's what we have so far. All right, very nice, very nice. Okay, guys, until the next video, I'll probably pick more papers, put the signatures together, and then we'll do our hidden, spine where we sew everything in, and we'll get moving on this one for my sister. I'm very excited. So, you guys, until then, stay safe. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.